Hey everyone, welcome to the Guided Programming Coaching Call. First question up for this week. Um, we've got quite a bit of backstory here, but basically we've got a lifter who had a meet this last weekend where he was a meet director, coached 4 people, cut 17 pounds on a 24-hour weigh-in, and had his lever belt snap before his opening squat. So there was definitely a lot going on. Uh, I mean, to say the least, about getting to the meet, just starting up the competitive piece of that. Still managed a PR total, but his Wilks was well below what he had hoped for and what he was planning on. He said he's got another meet in 5 weeks. He's not cutting for it, and he's trying to get back into training. Doesn't have a belt, right? Because the belt broke. After having basically a 5 for 9 meet and getting saved by spotters, he's feeling sore and kind of beat up, plus no belt. So the question is, training with no belt and where to start after a bad meet. Would you recommend that I continue training with no belt or do my accessories early in the week and then hopefully a new belt is here by the weekend and I can hit my squats and deads? Or should I just get the volume in that I can without the belt at my prescribed RPE? Also, should I adjust my estimated 1RMs for the squat based on this performance or chalk it up as idiocy and continue from where I was the week before the meet? I would go ahead and do your training beltless. It would be better to go ahead and get it done. It's early in the training cycle, this first week back. It's going to help you establish a rhythm, and that's going to be beneficial to you in the long run. If you wait until the weekend, when you might have a belt, and then again you might not. What can happen in that case is that you've only got basically 2 days or so until your next lower body session, and that's not really enough time. So I would rather see you just kind of take what's there, go beltless this first week back, and then proceed from there. As far as adjusting your estimated 1RMs, it's hard to say because it's not clear to me whether that sort of weight cut, and that's probably the most prolonged factor that's going to factor into this. It's unclear to me whether that weight cut is going to have a prolonged effect or not. The stress from the meet, I think, would dissipate rather quickly. Then you've got the coming down off the meet peak, and then any sort of residual effects from the weight cut. It's really impossible to say, how that's going to affect you on a more prolonged basis. So just kind of take what's there, and that first session back is going to tell you a lot. Be conservative with it. It would be better to be a bit more conservative than you needed to be rather than to be too aggressive. So start conservatively and then go from there. That first session back should tell you everything you need to know.